How you doing, guys? Welcome back. It's LSP. It's currently the 10th of April 2021. I'm not going to stay around long. I'm just going to do a very quick 2-minute, 3-minute video, just going over some of the action that we've had this weekend, or to start the weekend anyway. Bitcoin obviously had this level noted up here and all of the liquidity build up here, and we've gone straight through that. So I've removed the notation and I've put an area up here just above the previous high, which I'm expecting obviously to get traded to at this point. But all in all, Bitcoin is showing some great strength. Excuse me one sec. Showing some great strength. And I believe this is going to continue. Now, what would be nice if Bitcoin just kind of hovers around here for a little while before it continues going higher. As I mentioned in the video yesterday, I don't think Bitcoin's going to stop. Generally when especially with Bitcoin, we've seen it so many times, it approaches previous highs and then it starts to ease off and then it goes back up again, then it eases off and then it goes. I don't think that's what we're going to see here. I think it's just going to go. We will get pullbacks and everything, but like I said, it would be better, and you can see it easier on the daily chart, but it would be better if Bitcoin stops, we get a day relief, dealing off some liquidity, then it goes again. Okay, because if it does that, then we're going to get the next leg up in Bitcoin, as opposed to it goes, it pulls back, it goes, it pulls back, and then we have to kind of drag it out for another 2-3 weeks. We can just go up, into a new bracket of around about 30,000 or so, and then just kind of bounce around between those, those levels, and then by the end of the year, we could potentially be, hovering around about sort of the 80,000 to 100,000 level, assuming that all goes well. And these are just normal conservative estimations based on price action and based on the way things are moving. I'm not expecting some insane move. Now, don't get me wrong, listen, if by the end of the year Bitcoin's at some insane number, great, you know what I mean, we've all made some some serious money, but in the end it doesn't matter. The bottom line is it's going up and I'm happy with that. So with Ether, again, expected, nice reversal, pretty much the same as Bitcoin. They are, quite closely correlated. So you can expect these movements on both. What one's doing, the other one's doing, and vice versa. So generally, Bitcoin's the front runner in this respect. But we're in an area, technically, that it's very difficult to kind of pinpoint anything specific, on the upside, because it's all new highs. So I'm just expecting this to continue, basically. And then when we start to get a bit more structure as it settles, then we can see and start to work out where price could potentially be pulling back to and then running to, and so on. CHSB, not a great deal happening. I discussed this yesterday, in great length. It's slowing down. So we're going to need something pretty significant to happen. Maybe some news comes out, but in the normal course of steady growth, the Wealth app and users coming to Swissborg and potentially buying or staking, the Swissborg token, this will, rise nicely on its own, and it will just continue, like I said, just in the normal course of things. But as expected, again, I made a mention of this, as I was making a reference to this liquidity pool down here. I actually said, I'm going to make a note down here, and a lot of you won't like it, but I have to, because the analysis is telling me that. And this is important. We can't pick and choose what the chart is telling us. We have to go with what the chart is telling us. It's just how it is. The flows that we're saying that price could potentially be coming down here, and obviously this is the case. We're getting this slow bleed into this area. It has accelerated just a little bit now, and I expect this to be tagged or traded to now. And we get maybe a little bit of relief here, and then then we pop again. So if I just go back to the daily chart for a second, this is looking quite healthy, actually. When you look at the flows on the 4-hour, they're showing that price is accumulating in this area, not that price. And this is super important, what I'm going to say. It's showing that price is accumulating to the buy side. It's not going down because it's bearish or weak. So we have to be mindful of this and just go with what the chart's telling us, and just be careful, not to make any silly decisions. you know, and just kind of offload and move into something else. You know, again, I can't tell people what to do. I'm not telling people to buy or sell anything, yeah, or what to be in. You know, it's not my place. But you know, the technicals are showing what they're showing. The flow is showing what it's, you know, what it's showing, and I'm quite comfortable to just sit through this. It really makes no difference to me. You know, all the liquidity up here, and I will make a reference to it again. But all the liquidity up here is going to be traded to, you know, end of story, and it will. And you can quote me on that. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Hope everyone's well. Have an unbelievably awesome weekend, and I will catch up with you guys in the chat for sure. Take care.